Hi student, today I enter into the another session of interview type tricks. So by writing this type of small codes, that gives you some courage to write the code. Coding is not a difficult job, it is only required some practice. And in the interview you face some small application, you have to find out the result. Now check, today I enter into the first part, that is a looping part. We are actually preparing 100 questions, and this type of questions we prepared because most of the areas we are giving some sessions like what is a singleton, what is factory design pattern, what is abstract factory design pattern. That is fine, but beyond that, programming part is also required for you guys. Now see what actually happens here. Now same thing happens, this is the logic. I tell you that here the class name is what, that is test3, check. Test13 is the class. Now I declare a variable where the I value is 0. Now you check here. Now that is the body of the loop, here you see. Now try to understand, it is a very simple question, but most of the guys are facing problem in these areas. You know that this is declaration, this is condition, this is increment. Everybody knows it. But try to understand at what time the increment will work. That is the main part. Now, semicolon means I value is 0 because it starts from 0. Now, 0 less than 4. Is the condition satisfied or not satisfied? Satisfied. For the first time, the condition satisfied. When the condition satisfied, it first print here, I value. What the value of I is. Now it print is 0. Because when it leaves the execution, I value increase to 2. Now after the statement exit, I value increase to 2. I is 2. Then 2 less than 4. Condition satisfied. Another time it a printer, there is a space is there, it a print the value of I, that is 2. When it leaves, that is the block, I value is 4. I 4, 4 less than 4, condition not satisfied. You know that when the condition not satisfied, it terminate from the loop. After terminate from the loop, it print system out println I. What is the value of I? Now after termination, the value that value is what? 4. So the result is 0 to 4. Here you see, this is the first result. Check here. I saw that most of the guys calculate like this, it starts from 0, 0 less than 4, then immediately they can calculate I value is 2. No, wrong. After the execution is over, I value is increased to 2. That's the point. That is the point that I want to explain. When you started your career for looping and all these things, you please calculate like this. This loop continue only for 2 times. First time it is 0. 0 less than 4, condition satisfied, it print 0. Then 2 less than 4, condition satisfied, print 2. Then 4 less than 4, condition not satisfied. And when it quit, it print the value of I another time. Now the I value is what? 4. So your result is 0 to 4 is the result. That is the question I explain. Why I explain this question? Because most of the guys think that it is very simple question, anybody can develop it. But I am not preferring only one guys, I am preferring everyone. Now that's the way the result is what? That is 0 to 4. Please just type this type of codes that give you some courage to write the application. Now after 13, I move to the next program. Here you see. Now what actually happens? This is another program, that is 14. Here you see. Now you check. Everyone knows that. That is execution starts from which block? That is main. Here you see. What actually happens here? I just print a value. Value is. I call a method switch it 4. Have you defined the method? Yes. That is, switch it is a static method, main is also a static method. And remember, one static method can call another static method in the same class directly. I call it directly. No issues are there. But what is the value of x is? X value is what? 4. Getting? Now you see, Here I write int j is equal to 1. Fine. Now what I pass here, switch x. What is the value of x is 4. Now when it 4, it move to case 4. Check here. When it move to case 4, here you see. Now j value is 1. Here is 1 plus plus. 1 plus plus is what? After line terminate, it is 2. No break statement is there. So another time 2 plus plus. Here you see. It is what? That is 3. No break statement is there. It moved to default. That is 3 plus plus. 3 plus plus is what? 4. Now j value is 4. It terminate the switch block. So case 4 is considered, case 5 is considered, default is considered. Here it is 1 plus plus 2, 2 plus plus 3, 3 plus plus 4. After the execution of the switch block, it moves to the next line, return j plus x. What is the value of j is 4. What is the value of x is 4. 4 plus 4 is what? 8. Now what it return? It return what? 8. So your result is what? Value is 8. Now this is the result. Here you see. Are you getting? Very simple concept. It is not a difficult job. You just see how to call it. Simple. It is a switch statements. I am just using here a normal program. Switch it is a method defined by the programmer. Main method called switch it, but what the parameter it pass? It pass the parameter that is 4. So x value is 4. Your j value is 1. Switch x. Immediately enter into case 4. J value is 1. 1 plus plus is 2. Then there is no break statement is there. Then it enter into case 5. 2 plus plus is 3. No break statement is there. It move to default. J plus plus. 3 plus plus is 4. Now fine. Switch block is over. Now what it return? J. J is 4 plus x. X is 4. 4 plus 4 is what? 8. So here the result is D. This is very simple type of question. By perceiving this type of code, anybody can tell what the result is. Please you guys practice it. This type of application, when you practice, that give you courage to write the code. Now see, I move to the, that is the next one. Now next one is word, that is here you see. These are the programs available in my book. But I'm just explaining this concept to you guys because this type of questions you are facing in interview. Now here you see, now I enter into the, that is word, another question. That is test 15. Here you see, I enter into the main. Now inside the try block, I write return. There is no problem. There is no, that is word, there is no error is there. Now it enter into which block? Finally. You know that try block executed means one block must be executed. That is the concept of exception. Exception tells that try block executed means one block must be executed. What is that? Finally. Now when as you guys know Java, or as some guys, those who are my student, you know that in Java Technocrat we covered, that is what actually the job of finally is. We covered. What is the advantage of finally? It supports the return statement, and it is basically used for, that is it is used for a return statement. And what is return statement? I already covered in my sessions. Now here you see, finally block must be executed, so this block must be printed. Now what did print? Where is finally? Yes, B. That is the result is finally. It's not an error. Try block executed. I am not returning any value. If I return some value, then it's a problem. I just use try. That is a return statement. This is not an error. But you know that try block executed means one block must be executed. What the block is finally. So who is the right answer? B. B is the right answer. Now I move to the next program. Here you see. Now this is another type of code where there is a do while loop is used. Check here. Now what actually happens here, I'm just using here, that is test 16. See here. That is, you know that I just write here Boolean flag. You know that local variable. You already know in my system I already covered that in case of Java the local variables are bound to be initialized before it is used. But till the time I'm not using it, I'm just declaring it a flag. You know that the flag either hold which value? True value, or it hold which value? False. But what I pass here, another local variable, I declared I is equal to 0. I initialize I value is 0. Now I enter into the do while loop. You know that in case of do while loop, before before the condition is checked, the statement is executed first. Now it enter into this part. First line, I initialize the flag value to false. Flag is already declared. I initialize it to false. I just write system out print I plus plus. 0 plus plus is what? 1. It print 1. Then flag is equal to 1 less than 10. Is the condition satisfied or not satisfied? Yes, satisfied. You know that when the condition satisfied, now flag is equal to what? Flag is equal to here, that is true. Flag is true. Now the continue statement is not executed. Fine. Now after that what it does, while it is a while loop, but here I am using what? A ternary operator. You know now, there are 3 types of operators are used: unary, binary and ternary. While that is true. True means what? Condition satisfied. When the condition satisfied, loop continue another time. Another time flag is equal to false. System out print I plus plus. 1 plus plus is 2. Now second time it print 1, 2. 2 less than condition. Yes. Here it satisfied. Condition satisfied second time. Then while flag, that is true. Condition satisfied. Another time move. When another time move, I value is 3. Here you see. Then 3 less than 10. Condition satisfied. Then true. When it is true, another time it will move. Then it is 4. 4 less than 10. Condition satisfied. Now true. True means another time it enter. It is 5. Then 5 less than 10. Yes, condition satisfied. When condition satisfied, flag is true. Then condition satisfied. 6. Then 6 less than 10. Condition satisfied. Flag is true. Then another time. Print 7. Here you see. Now what it does? Then flag is true. Yes. Then it is 8. Here you see. 8 less than 10. Condition satisfied. Flag is true. Another time it print 9. Then here you see. After that what it does here? That is fine. It is 9. 9 means what? Here you see. 9 less than 10. Condition satisfied. When condition satisfied, it is true. Here you see. After that what happens? It enter into another time. 2. Now flag is false. Here you see. Now what it does here? After that condition is not satisfied. 10 less than 10. It is not satisfied. So what it print here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here how many times the statement is executed? Here 10 times the statement is executed. Check here. When you write here, sorry, first time is 0, sorry. When I write now I plus plus, here you check, sorry, another time I just explain. Check here. I just did the mistake here. Another time I show you. What is the flag value is, sorry, the flag value is fine. I'm not specified. Local variable is not initialized. Here I is initialized as what? 0. Now check here. Flag is equal to false. Fine. First it enter. System out println 0. 0 plus plus is 0. Remember, print means 0 plus plus is 0. It is not 1. Sorry. Now what it does here? That is when it move here, it is 1. After termination of the line, it is 1. 1 less than 10. Conditions, that is what? Satisfied. Your flag is what? Flag is true. Now, if the condition satisfied, it is a ternary operator. That is true, true. Condition satisfied. True means when the condition satisfied, true is the statement. Another time execute. Flag is false. I initialize another time false. Here you see it is 1. 1 plus plus is 1. But here it is 2. 2 less than 10. That is flag is true. Then 3, that is what? 2. After that, when it is 2, 2 plus plus is 2. But when it move here, it is 3. 3 less than 10. Then that is what? 3. Here it is 3. 3 plus plus is 3. But when it move here, it is 4. 4 less than 10. Here you see, it is 4. Fine. I value is 4 here. But when it move here, it is 5. 5 less than 10. Fine. Condition satisfied. Another time, it is 5. Here you see. But when it move here, 6 less than 10. Condition satisfied. That is true. It is 6. Here it is 6, but here it is 7. 7 less than 10. Now fine. Flag is true. It is 7. But here it is 7 plus plus is 7. But when it move here, it is 8. 8 less than 10. True. That is 8. When it is 8 plus plus, 8 here, but it is 9. 9 less than 10. When 9 less than 10, my condition is satisfied. True. Another time, print 9. Here it is 9 plus plus is 9. But when it move here, it is 10. 10 less than 10. Condition not satisfied. False. Flag is equal to false. Terminate from the loop. Now, what is the result? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Result is what? B. B is the result. Sorry, I make the mistake here for the first time. I plus plus. 0 plus plus means 0. It is not print statement case. It is not 1. That's the mistake I did in the first time. Don't do that. Here I write the simple concept. It is do while loop without checking the condition. First it print the value. Now this is the way. How many times it print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times it is executed. Very simple. Flag I declared. I am not initialized it. Do while case. Flag is false. Fine. Next time I plus plus. 0 plus plus is 0. Then flag is equal to. But it is 0 here. But when it move here, it is what? 0 or 1? 1. 1 less than 10. Your condition satisfied or not satisfied? True. When the condition satisfied here, it is true. That is flag is what? True. When it is true, while true. Condition satisfied. First one is the result. So true. True means another time enter into which part? Do part. Same way, the condition is executed multiple times. Now see, this is the result. So result is what? B. Now I move to that is next part. Here you see. It is another type of code. I just show you what actually happens. Here what happens? Class super. Super is a class. Fine. Super is a class. Anyway. Get length is a method. Get length is a method. What the return type of the method is? A reference of the integer class. You know that integer is a wrapper class. Anyway, fine. Now, what it return? New integer 4. It construct a integer object. Fine. What the integer object hold? It hold which value? 4 value. Now, sub extends super. Sub is the child class of which class? Super class. Public long, sorry, it is a spelling mistake, get length. The same thing I did. Now, get length is a method, the same method name same. But the return type here is a reference, here is a reference. It is integer reference, it is a long reference. It is not a variable, it is a reference. Now try to understand. When the return type is reference, it is what? Overloading or overriding? Overloading. It is the concept of overloading. Now see. Now the method is overload. Get length is available in superclass. Get length is available in subclass. Here it is a spelling mistake. Sorry. Your capital G is there. It is a small g. So please look at that is look this type of question. It is a method overloading. Because the base class method return type is what? Integer object address. The child class method or return type is long class object address. Here I write a new long 5. There you go. What I can pass here, long object is created, return what? A 5. That is the main question. A very important question. It is the concept of what? Polymorphism. Here you see. Now what actually happens here? I move to the main part. I create here, that is here you see. What I can do here, I create the superclass object here, I create the subclass object. Superclass object refer to the superclass reference, subclass object refer to the subclass reference. Now my question is, I call super.getLength, I call the method dot to string. Now concept is that is method overloading supports that is a late binding or yearly binding. That is yearly binding. Here the compiler decide to call which class method. Method is overload. Here as the method is overload, when I call it by the base class method, it call the base class method. When I call it by the child class object also, it also call the base class method. Because here compiler bind the method. Here the JVM not bind the method. It is not overriding. It is overloading. In both the case, compiler decide to call which class method? Base class. When it call base class method, it return both the time new integer. But what is the integer value is 4. So your result must be 4 comma 4. Here you see 4 comma 4. Here this one is the result. Listen, this is a very good question. I saw that in most of the interview you are facing problem. You tell that it is the concept of yearly binding because it is the concept of method overloading. Because the method name same, return type are different, and here the return type is word, not variable. Return type is the reference of the class. So it is the concept of yearly binding. So both the method case it always call. Even if I call it by child class reference, it call which class method? Base class method. Now result is 4 and 4. You please check it. It is a very important question. I saw that even if we also ask this type of question in the interview when some companies that is word give us the priority that you please conduct some exam. At that moment we are asking this type of question to the student. You please check it. And after that we can enter into the next question. Here you see. It is another important section I just show you. Now what I can do here, that is 18, fine. Here you see. Public static string output. Here you see it is blank here. Now you check here, that is foo is the method where I pass in type of parameter. Check here. Now what I can do here, I just do one thing. Check here. I'm just enter into the main. Forget about other thing. I enter into the main. Main call the foo method. When it call the foo method, what happens here? What are the parameter I pass here? 0. When I pass here 0, it enter here. Check the code. Now it enter word that is 0. What is the value of I is? For the first time it is 0. Enter into try block. If I equals, that is 0 equals 1. No, the condition is not satisfied. If the condition is not satisfied inside the try block, it does not generate any exception. You see, it does not generate any exception. So output is 1. For the first time, it print 1. If it does not generate any exception, it print first output value is blank. Now it is appended 1. Now catch block never be executed. You know that why the catch block is not executed? Because I'm not generating any exception here. If it is 1, then it generate exception. As it is not generate any exception, catch block never be executed. Which block is executed? Finally. Try block executed means one block must be executed. What is the block is? Finally. What did it print? Output is 1 plus 3. That is 13. String case. It is appended. After 1 and 3 it print. Next output is it print 1, 3, 4. Are you getting? Hello? It is 1, 3, 4. Now for the first time when I call the foo method, it print 1, 3, 4. Now fine. Now I move to the next. Another time I call the foo method, but what I pass here? 1. They go. Till the time it is word. That is 1, 3, 4. Here you see, till the time output value is 1, 3, 4. Now second time when I call it, I value is 1. If I equals 1, it generate an exception. You know that when it generate an exception, control never move to the next line. It immediately sorts the catch block. Yes, catch block handle it because I handle it by exception reference. Now first it print that is 2. But it has a return statement. Here you see, it has a return statement. But you know that. Anyway, I am using the return statement, but finally block must be executed. When the finally block is executed, it print 2, then 3. They go, as I am using return statement in the catch block, this line never be executed, never prints 4. I saw that most of the guys make the mistake. If return statement is not there, then it must print word 4. But as the catch block having the return statement, 4 never be printed. After it append 3, then it return the value. Return type is void. I am not returning any int. It is not a syntactically error. But if the return statement is not available in catch block, then output is 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. As the return statement is there, result is 1, 3, 4, 2, 3. Must be the result. Now check here, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3 till the time. Here you see. System out println. I want to print the value of output. What is that? 1, 3, 4. That is 2, 3. Is it the result? Yes, this one. 1, 3, 4, 2, 3 is the result. Check. This is the way I elaborate that what actually happens in this case. It never generate compile time error. Return. I am not returning any value. Catch block use the return statement means this line never be executed. If the catch block not use the return statement, then it must print word 4. Must append 4. Now anyway, I just elaborate another 6 programs. Very important program. You must just check it. Check the programs. And whatever the program that is word explained, you please just consider this program and you just look after these programs. Very important. They never ask you the similar questions, but I just give you the patterns of questions. Thank you. That is the end of the session.